Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Ellie and today I'm going to be doing a product review. So last week I did a fake tan product review and I loved it. I really enjoyed doing like a product review because I've been doing a lot of hauls and the bank is broke. We cannot be doing that every week. So I am going to be doing a product review for you, and I'm sure you've already seen by the title that I'm going to be doing the Maybelline New York. I'm just looking at this one, showing you this one. The Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. So this is for normal to oily skin. It says it mattifies and refines pores, matches your natural skin tone, and it gives a natural seamless finish. So I love this foundation. I really like it. I've been using it for a while. I was using the Maybelline Superstay. I'm not sure if I used that in my last makeup updated routine video, but this is the one that I've been using lately and I really love it. So I just want to show you it, so if anybody's curious if it's good, well, I'm here to show you. So I normally have two different colours because I'm normally fair or I'm normally a bit tanned if I've been on the sunbeds. Do not recommend. I'm not promoting sunbeds, but if I have been naughty and been on the sunbeds, then I use like a mixture of the two. I tend to go for a mixture between like 112, which is the soft beige, and the natural beige, which is the 220. So this is the mixture of two that I use, and because today is going really smoothly as per usual, the brushes and the sponge that I normally use to apply it are nowhere to be seen, which is great, yay. So I'm just gonna wing it because I actually really like this foundation, so I'm sure it'll apply with using a different sponge and a different brush. So if it doesn't, I'll let you know, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm gonna do a mixture of these two, and I'm gonna use a Beauty Blender sponge. This is a Real Techniques one, and I'm gonna use a sort of like, well, this is a foundation brush, so I'm just gonna use the foundation brush by Real Techniques just to spread the product around, and then I'm gonna use a Real Techniques buffing brush. So I'm gonna do one side brushes, one side sponge, just so you can see the difference. Just in case anybody is curious what I've already got on my face, so I washed my face using the Simple Micellar Gel Wash, and I'm using the Lacura. This is the Aldi Healthy Glow Glycolic Toner. My skin has got so much better, I'm sure it's down to this. So this is supposed to be a dupe, I think, for the Pixie toner, but honestly, this is from Aldi, guys, and this is so good. I really rate this. So if you see that, I would really pick that up. And then I'm just using a Nivea Soothing Day Cream because it's got SPF in it, and you know, we're getting into our like late 20s now, so got to start looking after the skin, so that's fun. So I'm going to just use a mixture of these two. Like I said, I'm going to do one side with a Beauty Blender, one side with the sponge. I'm going to just put a little bit on my hand, and same on the other one. I'm just going to do an even amount. I don't know if the colour's going to be right, let's just hope for the best. So I've just put a mixture of the two on there. I'm going to use the foundation brush just to mix them together. So basically, I like to use this kind of brush just because buffing brushes and beauty blenders tend to soak up loads of the product. So if you use like a flat brush, then you're gonna get more use of the product. It's gonna go a lot further. So I'm gonna do half a face. I'm gonna just spread it around my face, and I'm gonna bring it down my chin and onto my neck. I don't normally bring it right underneath my eye, but just for the purpose of the video I will, just to show you what it looks like. So I've spread it around as much as I can, and then I'm just going to use the buffing brush just to buff it in. This will give it more of like a natural sort of look. So I'm just going to put a little bit more here, just because there's a little white patch there. And that is literally it. Like, I just think it blends so nicely into the skin. Like, can you see how like natural that looks? If I go straight on here, obviously that side's got nothing on, and this side's just really nice. It just blends really nicely. I don't know what more to say. What I normally do is if I have any leftover product like that, I normally just take the brush and I'll go any other areas that I just want to like have that a little bit extra coverage. So obviously I've got some scar in here, but you honestly can't really see it that much, but I'll just normally go over that and around like the redness under my nose. it's so quick to apply. I just think like, how quickly did that buff in? I didn't have to buff it in. And the colour match is actually very good, Ellie, well done. Now, I'm no foundation expert, but from what I can see, I think it looks great. Obviously, like I said, this is the side that's got foundation, and this is the side that's not got any foundation. Now, I am aware that I have got quite good skin, and I am having a good skin week at the moment. My skin's been good. My skin has been pretty good, but like I said, I really do rate this. I'm sure like that is a big factor of that. But it just buffs really nicely into the skin. So I'm just going to do the other side now. I'm just going to put the same on the other side. So I'm going to put a little bit of the darker, a little bit of the lighter. I'm going to just obviously mix it in with the other end. So normally I would use the brush to spread it around my face to save the product, but for the purpose of the video, I will just put it straight on with a beauty blender. This is a brand new beauty blender, by the way. It has not been used before. I'll go this way for you. It's so seamless. It's just such a good little perfume. This is not perfume. See what I mean? So that's all gone from my hand now, and I've not even finished my whole half face. The product just goes so much further when you use a brush. Okay, so I've ran out of product, and I've not managed to do under my eye or drag it down my neck yet, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. Like I said, brush. It goes so much further. I hate using a beauty blender because it just soaks it all up. I would say they're equally good on both sides. I think the foundation sits lovely on both sides of my face. Okay, so just had a little look, and online this retails for about £5.99 on average. Amazon, Boots, Maybelline, that's the average price. So for £6, this foundation, I just think it's lush. It just applies really nicely. So my skin type, I'd say I'm definitely like a normal to dry skin. I'm definitely more of a dry skin because this foundation that I was using before was definitely starting to crack around my nose area. I really struggle with that sometimes. I wouldn't say I'm an oily skin at all, but if I use anything matte, it normally dries me right out. But this is quite like a dewy, I think quite a dewy sort of like foundation, but it dries matte, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not a professional. This is just some, you know, average girl using foundation and likes it and wants to show you. That's literally it. I'm going to show you a little bit closer. So this is the way that the foundation sits. So anyway, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup now. I just really love it. I just think it's a great foundation for £6. 6 bloody quid. I think you can't go wrong. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, and that's what it looks like with a full face of makeup on. Do you know what? I cannot find anything. I couldn't find my contour brush. I've had to use a different one that I normally use. I literally can't find anything. So great time to do a makeup video. But yeah, this is what the foundation looks like. It's just really, really like, I think it's full coverage. It says natural coverage, but obviously I do like build it up slightly in the areas that I like want it to be a bit more full coverage. But I just think it's like a flawless finish. It blends in really nicely. It blends in nicely with the other bits of my makeup. I just really, really rate it. So I wanted to do a little review on it for you, just to show you what it looks like if you were looking for a new, cheaper foundation from the drugstore. So I'm going to do a close-up for you. So again, this is what it looks like. Oh, this lip gloss smells like chocolate. I do get a little bit of under eye creasing. I get that anyway. That's from my concealer and my powder. But that just always happens. I can't really seem to fix that very well. Okay, that's enough close-ups of me. Let me know if there's any other products you'd like me to review. Is there any foundations, any makeup, any skincare things? Let me know. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me. I upload videos every Sunday at 9 AM, so click the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. But yeah, that is it. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!